You are watching WPTV, award-winning college television.
Welcome back to the desk. The NBA season. The NBA has officially entered the regular season, and here to talk about opening week is Bijan, Pulley, Daniel Muse, Matt Goldman, and Rico Alcazar. Gentlemen, the Knicks were in town for Boston's ring ceremony. I know, Rico, you got some highlights for us. Take us through this one.
Well, the Celtics, it was ring night for them. Banner number 18, guys. What an accomplishment for Boston. Look at those rings, guys.
I don't like it.
Well, you're the Knicks fan here, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like them.
I don't like to see it as a Lakers fan, but whatever.
Banner number 18, guys. And let's see, the Boston Celtics, they went up against the New York Knicks, and it was a kind of blowout game. So Jason Tatum, he had a great game. 8 3-pointers. First one, splash. Jason Tatum, he had 37 points in this game. Another 3. What else can you say about him? He's like here to like show that he should have played in the Olympics.
Yeah, it's his revenge tour.
Yes. Steve Kerr woke up a demon.
And then Jalen Brown, he's kind of mad that he didn't get picked for the Olympics, throwing it out to Drew Holiday for another 3. Celtics, they had 29 threes in this game, 47% from 3. The Knicks, they tried to answer back with a 3 from Miles McBride.
Deuce McBride's so cold.
I feel as though Deuce McBride was not missing at one point.
Jalen Brunson trying to drive inside, but Jalen Brown steals it from him, going up to 10 feet forward.
Yikes.
Yeah. That's what Jalen Brown does. Defense
And
to
Jason
offense.
Tatum getting the screen from Cornette, passing out. Derek White, he had
He's so
5 threes in
confident.
this game.
Look at that pass, though, off the dribble. That's
His
just...
shiny bald head, yo.
All right, man.
And we got Jalen Brunson, 3-pointer responding back. It's good.
That's the king of New York.
Jalen Brunson with 22 points in this game. And then Tatum, he's going to take this isolation against Mikal Bridges for another 3. We're going to save you this second half because it got ugly. 132-109 victory for the Boston Celtics.
Rico, keeping it with you, what are your takeaways from this game?
Well, for me, it was Mikal's broken jump shot. The Knicks, they traded for Mikal Bridges from Boston. The Brooklyn Nets. They gave up 4 first-round picks for him. He shot 2 for 7 from 3, and it just looked different this whole entire game. For the first half, he had like a weird hitch in his shot, and then all of a sudden in the second half, he's like playing NBA 2K. He changed his jump shot at halftime. He hit 2 threes. So it's just been very weird with Mikal Bridges. They really need him to fix his jump shot in order to win.
Yeah. Daniel, what did you see from this game?
I seen a Celtics team who they're playing like they have something to prove. Dominance in the East. I believe they have to prove dominance in the East. You know, they're coming off a championship year, the 18th banner. This summer, ups and downs. You had Jason Tatum getting minutes at first and not getting minutes towards the end when it mattered on the Olympic team. Jalen Brown just getting snubbed altogether. Derek White making the team. Jalen Brown. So that might have definitely caused some insurity between the Celtics. But I feel as though Jalen Brown had a talk with Jason Tatum tonight, told him, go do your thing. Like, prove what you're here for. And he came out exactly did that. But I would also like to bring it to Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns came out, had 12 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists in 24 minutes. I think Tom Thibodeau at least could have got them 30 minutes. I feel as though they lost this trade. I'll talk about it more later. But, you know, in 24 minutes, he only attempted 2 3-point shots. So that has to change. That definitely has to change if they want to see some success in the near future.
Yep. Goldie?
It was just the Celtics made 29 threes. They shot 47.5% from 3. Tatum had 8. Derek White had 6. JB had 5. Horford was getting in it. Drew was getting in it. Sam Hauser was getting in it. It's just like Josh Hart said, they deserve to be drug tested. But it's all right. The power of the Knicks will be back. Ennis Canner, Ennis Freedom.
Oh, man.
We're good. It's all right. It's all right.
That's
We're
nice.
fine. We're fine.
I like your prop there, buddy.
Thank you.
But Bijan finishes off here.
Well, I just got to go. Jason Tatum had a statement game. There's always a lot of narratives surrounding him. Oh, is he really a superstar? Does he show up in the big moments? Or is he even on the best player in the Celtics, which is crazy to me? You know the best way to shut up all that is do what he did on Tuesday night, having 37 points, 10 assists, to only 1 turnover, while shooting 14 of 18 from the field and 8 of 11 from deep. He got to go it early, punishing the Knicks, playing deep drop coverage on ball screens, which opened up the game from the Celtics, and he kept it rolling from there. This is the best Tatum jumper has looked since 2021, and he keeps this up, he'll be shutting up a lot of narratives about him.
Yeah, gentlemen, the rising Timberwolves faced off against the veteran Lakers squad. Bijan, I know you got some highlights for us. Take us through it.
Yes, I do. It was a really close game. And look over here,
Greatness.
LeBron and Bronny, just greatness all on my screen. Just great father and son moments. You love to see it, right, guys?
No. He made his new teammate.
But, just getting some jumpers up, And here we have LeBron in semi-transition going against Mike Conley. Hit with the cross for the finish with the leg.
He's 40 years old, guys.
Did not lose a step at all.
Not at all.
No, cannot agree more. You got Ant coming off the DHO, getting past AD. The finish through the contact through Rui with the hang time and one. He's just unstoppable when he gets downhill, man. And now we have LeBron giving Bronny some pointers on the bench. Another great father and son moment, guys. You just love to see it. And now that's followed up by them checking the game together, making history as the first father and son duo to be on the same team in NBA history.
Clip himself.
Bleacher Report loved this one.
House of highlights, don't forget them. You got Austin Reeves the ball, looking for Don't Connect, but he gets cut off. LeBron with the backdoor cut with the slam. Still got it, ain't lose a step yet.
Yeah, the images will go crazy for that photo.
Yes, they do, and now we got Mike Conley with the ball. DiVincenzo coming for it for free, but no, he's passing to Gobert, but Eddie says, get that weak stuff out of here.
He got paid before this game, too.
Yeah,
3 years, 110 million.
Overpay, quote unquote. 80 popping off the pick for free, bang.
He went vintage this game.
Vintage AD, man, just goosebumps.
Showing off the ice in the blood.
Yes, sir. Ant making something out of nothing with the stab back over AD at the end of the shot clock, cut the lead to 10.
Michael Jordan's son, yeah.
LeBron rejecting the screen. Gobert trying to contest, but he finishes plus the foul and one for the King. Had to flex on him real quick.
Almost offensive.
And now causing havoc, but D'Lo figures it out, get the lob off to Hayes for the slam. Get the lead up to 10 points.
Why is D'Lo blonde now? What the heck?
80 with the ball, attacking Gobert in space. One-legged little jumper, all net. 80 was just unguardable, especially in the second half. LeBron with the ball, looking for the dagger for the pull-up. Bang, as the Lakers close it out on opening night. What can LeBron not do? And J.J. Redick not only gets his winning debut, but the first opening day win for the Lakers in 8 years, guys.
2016. Who was on that team? Brandon Ingram?
That was pre-Lonzo, too. It might have been Julius
Robert
Randle.
Sacre.
I have PTSD from Robert
Randle,
Sacre.
Zubats, all those guys.
Bijan, I'll keep it with you. What were your takeaways from this game?
I'm going to have to say the Lakers won the math battle. J.J. Redick in his introductory press conference said he was going to use math to make the Lakers better. And that proved on Tuesday night. The Lakers this game shot 5 of 30 from deep, and the Timberwolves shot 13 of 41. Usually when that happens, the team that shoots 5 of 30 from deep is probably going to lose. But the Lakers won the math battle in other areas by having 15 offensive rebounds to give the Lakers 10 more shots than the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves had 7 turnovers, but the Lakers only had, I believe, 5. And when you can win the math battle in other areas, you can make up for losing the math battle and shooting from deep.
Yeah, Rico, I'll go over to you. What did you see from this one?
Well, it was the Timberwolves' short bench. It was kind of interesting to run a 9-man rotation this game. It's the first game of the regular season. It's not the playoffs anymore. So they were running Naz Reid, Dante DiVincenzo, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and then Joe Ingles for the first half, which is very interesting because Joe Ingles, he's 37, playing first half minutes in the big 2024 is crazy. And then they didn't play Rob Dillingham, their rookie, which is just very interesting. I think their rotation just needs to be fixed.
Yeah. Daniel, I'll go over to you now.
For sure. Well, first off, congrats to Bronny and Bron. History. Congrats. Interesting to say the least, I would say about the game. I had the Timberwolves winning. My takeaways, bringing it back to earlier, I'm going to say the Timberwolves lost this trade. I love DiVincenzo. I love DiVincenzo as a player. I watched him all the way back in Villanova. All the way back in Villanova. But I think the turning point for this trade was Julius Randle. Julius Randle is a bucket. That's how I explain him. But he is not a winner. Julius Randle does not have that winning gene inside of him ever since the Lakers. You can go on any team. He's had his. He can have his stats. He can have his. He hasn't even won any awards. He has really nothing to show besides being a decent player and getting hurt.
Yep.
So that's what I took away from this game for real. But congrats to the history that we seen.
Yeah. Goalie finishes off you.
I mean, Anthony Davis is still a dog. 36 points, 16 boards, 3 blocks, 4 assists, made 13 free throws, shot just under 50%. He's the best guy named Anthony in the league. I feel like that could be a hot take, but
Hot take.
That's a fact.
He guided this team. I thought the Timberwolves were going to win, and he looked like 2017 AD out there. It was awesome.
Yeah, I'll keep it with you here. The Lonzo Ball appeared on the court for the first time since 2022. How will he impact the Bulls?
I mean, big baller brand is back. LaMelo's back. Lonzo's back. It's the best time in basketball.
Just need Leandro.
But, 2 steals a game, 1 block per game before his last season when he was healthy. I mean, his defensive bucks plus minus is one of the best in the league. It's a 1.6, 109.8 defensive rating for his career. With Caruso gone, his defense will get this team to the play-in.
Yeah. Bijan?
I'm going to just say provide a good role player. Before Lonzo got hurt in 2022, he was averaging 13 points per game while shooting 42% from the field and 42% from deep on 7 attempts per game, which is elite, and having 5 rebounds and 5 assists per game, while carrying the Bulls' defense to a top 10 unit alongside Alex Caruso. He probably won't be the same physically after all the stuff he went through to get his knee right, but how good he is as a passer and his elite shooting from deep and feel for the game will come back in time as he gets more in a rhythm. And when that does come back, he will be a good role player, and the Bulls could potentially trade him for a protected first-round pick at the trade deadline.
Yeah, Rico?
Well, I said he was going to be an expiring trade asset. The Bulls, they have too many guards. They got Giddey, Levine, Kobe, Ayo. It's just too many guards on that roster right now. He has $21.4 million left on his contract. With the brand new CBA, a lot of teams, they want to get rid of contracts. The Bulls, they can get rid of him. Teams, you can see this as a low risk, high reward. He's going to expire anyways. You can go out and get after Lonzo.
Yeah. Muse, I'll finish this off with you. How will Ball impact the Bulls?
Well, I'm going to have to keep it here with Bijan. I believe he's a role player. I believe he's a great role player. Pre-injury, they were running the three-guard rotation, the three-guard backcourt. Lonzo Ball is the assist guy, as you said. Lonzo Ball will keep the pace going. Lonzo Ball will he plays as though he's still in high school.
Yeah,
that's what I like to compare him to. After the loss of Caruso at the end of last season and Lonzo missing all the last 2 seasons, essentially. I'm excited to see what he can do. He only finished with 5 points, but he was on a minute restriction, and they are guard heavy, as you said. So I'm excited to see what he can do this year, getting back to his assist game.
Yeah, absolutely. The number 1 overall pick, Zach Risacher, I can't say the name. Risacher made his official NBA debut on Wednesday night. Daniel, what do you expect him to bring to the Hawks?
Honestly, being 6'8", he's not too big. He's a shooter. I expect him to stretch. I expect him to go out there with Bogdanovic, stretch the court. Trae Young, Bogdanovic, hopefully Risacher. They could do good things. The Hawks is not much downside. Being as low as they are in rankings, there's not much lower that you can go. So he has no ceiling, essentially. So I'm excited to see. And I also would like to see him crash the boards with Capella as well, because that's what they need.
Yeah, I'm right here with you. The name is so hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
Goldie, I'll move it over to you.
I mean, Zach Risacher, he was the most uncertain first overall pick in a long time, He had 7 points in his debut. He's just a solid 3-and-D guy, but in that case, I think he's going to be a bust. I don't think Risacher fits well with Jalen Johnson and Trae Young.
Okay.
So, I mean, he's going to take time to develop, but I don't like the pairing here in Atlanta.
I just think the draft is just very weak. So to call him a bust is crazy.
Not to mention, it's been 1 game, and he came off the bench, too.
It's 7 points. He shot 2 for 8.
Okay, yeah, he's not going to go in.
What did Bronny do?
Hey, we don't got to mention Bronny, man. We don't gotta, let's enjoy the moment. Let's enjoy that moment.
Yeah.
Bijan?
I'm going to say the ideal wing archetype around Trae Young. So he's not going to be a bust. What are you talking about? When building a team around a star like Trae Young, who will be running a heliocentric offense with him as the centerpiece, you need guys that can play off the ball and not command a lot of touches. And defensively, Trae has limitations, with his size and length making him an average defender at best. So you need tall and long wings who can shoot good from deep and play well off the catch and play well off the ball and defend wings at a high level. Risacher fits that wing archetype. In his last season in France for JL Borg, he shot 56% and 35% on free attempts per game across Euro Cup and NLB Elite play. While he shot 25% from deep in his debut, he still showed how good he is playing off the ball, finding gaps in the defense and making cuts, and showing he can defend bigger wings. When the shot comes around, he fits the archetype of wing you want to have around Trae Young long term.
Yeah, Rico, I'll go over to you. Finish it off here.
You know, these guys summed it up pretty well, except for the bust part.
He's going to be a bust.
No,
I had
he's not,
all of the
man.
above. You know, he's going to be a good wing. I don't think he's going to be like superstar wing like LeBron James right now, but like I think he's going to be like Michael Porter Jr. That's his ceiling there. You know, 3 and D. This guy, he can shoot, he can defend, he can crash the boards. Just someone that can pair up next to Trae. If he needs a 3, toss it him. If he needs to crash, he can go. It's just someone better than John Collins that they had in their like 2021 run, and like something like around like hybrid Danilo Gallinari type of person he's going to be.
Anything better than DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, that's going to wrap it up, gentlemen, for this NBA segment. While the NBA season is getting started, let's check back in with Michael and the NFL crew next on WPTV.
Happy Filipino American Heritage Month.
Go Knicks.
Go Lakers.